Hold up. You thought Love and Hip Hop was scripted. Nah, baby, real life just outdid the entire franchise. 'Cause what young jock just exposed? Oh, it makes every reunion episode look like a Sunday school picnic. Receipts have dropped. Huh, and not. Just some shady text messages or a blurry video from the club. We're talking cold hard evidence. Hotel bookings, money transfers, cryptic late night texts. And guess who's front and center in this grown folk soap opera? His own wife, Kendra Robinson, and his so-called brother, Lil Scrappy. Yep, let that marinate. How does a man go from crying over Bambi one minute to allegedly sneaking around with his best friend's wife the next? How do you say ride? Or die with one dude while playing secret lovers with another? And get this, Jock did not hold back. He didn't just spill the tea. He turned on the whole damn espresso machine and poured it over everyone's lace fronts. So buckle up, fam, because what started as whispers is now a full-blown firestorm, and nobody is safe. You ready for this level of messy? 'Cause what Jock just revealed? It changes everything. Let's get into it, y'all. This ain't a drill. It's not a rumor, not a storyline, not some shady he said, she said from a messy cousin on Instagram. This is War. Because young Jock didn't just hint at betrayal, exposed it. Loudly, pettily, publicly, and with the kind of receipts that make you sit down, clutch your pearls, and delete half your group chats. At the center of this plot twist, his lawyer wife, Kendra Robinson, and his so-called day one homie, Lil Scrappy. Yes, that Lil Scrappy. The same one who's been crying about Bambi like she was the last good woman on earth. The same one who gave us messy love triangles, crocodile tears, and Instagram lives full of, they lying on me, bro. Turns out, while Scrappy was out, here pretending to be a heartbroken king, he might have been playing house with Jock's wife on the low. And Kendra. Miss, I don't do drama, I'm a lawyer. It's S. Tasked. Well, sis might have been getting legally entangled in someone else's sheets, allegedly. Of course. Now let's pause. Because before we dive deep into the secret affair, that's got the whole internet shook. Let's not forget who these people are. Young Jock known for changing hairstyles more than he changes phone plans. Love and hip-hop veteran. Once the funny, problematic player. Now, the reformed, advice-giving barberpreneur who tells young kings how to stay loyal. A whole 2024 Steve Harvey with an edge up. Kendra Robinson, lawyer by day. Reality TV side-eye queen by night. She came into Jock's life with a kind of energy that screamed, I will fix you. The public saw her as Jock's redemption arc. She was professional, put together. Always 2 steps from checking a castmate and filing a motion in court. Lil. Scrappy rapper, reality star, professional relationship fumbler. He's been linked to Erica Dixon, Shay Johnson, and of course, Bambi, who at this point should win a Nobel Peace Prize for surviving his nonsense. Scrappy's the type to post Bible quotes after cheating, then say he's finding himself while sliding into someone else's DMs. So imagine the shock when whispers started swirling about Kendra and Scrappy. Not just rumors, leaked screenshots, shady DMs, and hotel records that ain't easy to explain away. And you know how this game goes. The internet sniffed the drama before Jock could even blink. But when Jock found out, he didn't just sit back. Oh no, he went full scorched earth. Let's set the scene. JOC, single quotes as chilling at his barbershop, doing what he does, giving out haircuts and unsolicited wisdom. Then bing, his phone lights up. An anonymous number, no name. No hey bro, just one thing, you deserve to know the truth. Check the attachments. Now this ain't just tea, it's boiling lava, the kind of mess you can't unsee. First, attachment. A screenshot of a hotel reservation booked under a familiar alias Scrappy has used before on tour. Second, a message from Kendra that said, let's stick to the plan. I'll tell him I'm working late. Just meet me at 9. Excuse me. And if that wasn't enough, there was a cash transfer, a whole $700 for the weekend. sent from Scrappy's side business account to what appears to be Kendra's private cell. Not her business account. Not her firm's name. Her personal burner.joc. Shook. And listen, this man has heard it all. But this was betrayal on HD. Let's not forget, Kendra used to shade Jock constantly for his past. She'd say things like, "I'm not one of these girls you're used to. I've got a law degree. I don't chase rappers." Turns out sis wasn't chasing. She was scheduling them, allegedly, and Scrappy. The audacity is Olympic level. Bro was crying over Bambi last season, trying to win her back, telling the world he misses his family. Meanwhile, he was building a secret one with Kendra. The timeline is messier than a Zeus. Network reunion episode, and now here's where things take a sharp turn. Jock could have stayed quiet, could have kept it classy, could have handled it like a grown man. Instead, he took the petty king route. He hopped on his radio show, MikeHotVoice.com, and said, "You ever think you know somebody, only to realize they've been playing in your face the whole time? People talk about loyalty until it's time to show it. Then they fold. And then, boom, he drops the receipts on Instagram, pixelated screenshots with black bars. But enough context for the internet to go full Sherlock Holmes. People zoomed in, matched timestamps, cross-checked Kendra's IG stories with Scrappy's outfits. TikTok exploded. Reddit threads popped up within minutes. It was like the FBI meets the shade room. And here's the kicker. Scrappy went quiet. Real quiet, not even a "y'all believe anything" tweet. It's just radio silence. Which, in this world, Guilt 101? Meanwhile, Kendra's team was scrambling. No posts, no clapbacks. It's just a PR crisis bubbling behind the scenes. And Jock. Oh, he didn't stop there. He told followers, "This is just part one. If they keep playing, I got the whole folder, sir." What's in the folder? By this point, fans were invested. Dims flying. Fans choosing sides. And then, out of nowhere, someone dropped a voice note allegedly from Scrappy to Kendra, where he says, "You know, I'd pick you over everybody, right? Don't worry about what people say, you got me." Baby, the internet collapsed. Now it's no longer a question of if something happened. It's how much happened and how long it's been going on, and if you think that's messy, oh buckle up. Because what Jock says next flips this whole thing upside down. So boom, just when the internet was still trying to process the first wave of drama, Scrappy finally breaks his silence. And trust me, it would have been better if he didn't. Out of nowhere, Scrappy hops on Instagram Live, shirtless, pacing around like he just got served with papers. Sweat glistening, voice cracking, phone shaking like his conscience. The whole vibe, unprepared and unconvincing. And the first thing this man says, "Man, y'all believe anything the internet tells you? Y'all don't know what's really going on? Sir, please, this ain't some blurry Bigfoot sighting. We got receipts, timestamps, transfers, and you out here gaslighting like we all blind." But oh, he kept going. "Jock, my brother, man, he just emotional. We go way back. I would never cross that line with him. Come on, man, Kendra. That's family. Don't play with me like that. Don't play with me like that. Brr, you already played yourself worse than a TikTok rapper with no beat. Now here's where it gets even nastier because fans weren't buying it. The comments. A straight up roast session. So who booked the Marriott, bro? Your family sends heart emojis at 2 a.m. If you ain't guilty, why you sweating like it's the Last Supper? People were not here for the lies. And Scrappy's attempt at a denial only fueled the flames. Because while he was trying to calm the storm, Jock was just getting started. That same night, Jock drops another bomb, this time a recorded phone call, allegedly from Scrappy. The audio's grainy but clear enough. And what does Scrappy say? "Bro, I messed up. I ain't mean for this to go that far. I just didn't think you'd ever find out." Excuse me? You didn't think he'd find out? What is this? A bet? telenovela? And then the cherry on top, Scrappy allegedly says, "Me and Kendra got close when y'all was going through it." It wasn't supposed to be like that. Oh no, not the it. Wasn't supposed to be like that defense. It's classic cheater handbook. Page 1. By now, the internet was in flames. Gossip blogs started running wild. Fake insiders came crawling out with exclusive info. One so-called source claimed Kendra and Scrappy had been sneaking around for over a year. Another said they were seen together at a private party looking real cozy. And not in a "she's married to your boy" type of way. And then Bambi enters the chat. Oh yes, you knew it was coming, because Bambi has been suspiciously quiet. Too quiet. Like a woman sipping wine in a silk robe with the Wi-Fi connected and the shade locked and loaded, she goes straight to Instagram stories and posts karma don't miss. Even when it walks slow, it always arrives. No tags, no names. But baby the streets, KNEW. And if that wasn't enough, she reposted a tweet that said, "When you leave the trash out, don't be surprised if someone else comes to play in it." And guess who she follows back on Instagram that same night? Young Jock. Petty levels. God, tear. But here's the plot twist nobody saw coming. While everyone was watching Scrappy get cooked online, someone leaked surveillance footage. Now let me be clear. It's grainy, dark, and looks like it came from a 2008 flip phone. But according to captions, it shows Kendra entering a hotel lobby at 9:02 p.m., wearing the same outfit she posted on her story claiming she was at the office. Then, 10 minutes later, Scrappy walks in from the side entrance, hoodie on, head down, acting like he's auditioning for a How Not to Get Caught documentary. And you already know the internet did its thing, enhanced, zoomed, stabilized, screenshotted down to the shoes. Red Nike Dunks. Same ones Scrappy wore in his gym selfie just that morning at this point. Even Scooby-Doo would have closed the case. But it didn't stop there. Another leak. This time from an anonymous DM claiming they work in PR for a luxury hotel in Atlanta. Said, "We're not allowed to release guest data." But let's just say there were a lot of familiar names in the room booking logs that night. Let's just say Jock's wife had a recurring guest. Recurring. Baby, this ain't Netflix. That's too much chill for someone married. Meanwhile, Jock is sitting in his studio, calm, collected, and calculated. He posts a cryptic clip of himself sipping tea with the caption, "Sometimes the best revenge is letting people expose themselves." And fans lost it. King behavior, let him cook. Jock out here holding everybody's careers hostage. But oh, we're not done, because Kendra's law firm is now allegedly facing backlash. A fake email from a client leaked online, reading, "I can't trust an attorney who can't keep her vows. She lied to her husband? How do I know? She won't lie to a judge. Is it fake? Probably. Did it go viral? Absolutely. And did people believe it? You bet your courthouse steps they did." Kendra finally reappears, not with a statement, not with an interview, but with a carefully edited IG post. A photo of her walking into her office. Heels clacking, chin up, captioned, "When they go low. I go to work, girl." Ma'am, please, we don't want hustle captions. We want answers. The comments were brutal, sis. Not the Michelle Obama quote when your deem is, looking like a Tyler Perry plot. You're working overtime, all right? But not in court. And then, the final nail. Charleston White hops on live and tears Scrappy to shreds. You done went and fumbled Bambi. Got caught creeping with your homeboy's wife, and now you looking like Boo Boo the Fool in HD. Boy, you need therapy and Jesus, not Instagram Live. The internet screamed at this point. Even Love and Hip Hop's producers are allegedly trying to edit their footage. Because if Jock drops any more receipts, the network might have to rebrand the entire show to Love and Hip Hop, Betrayal Edition. And what's even messier, insiders claim Jock is sitting on voice notes, videos, and even legal docs that prove Scrappy and Kendra were more than just friends. Allegedly, he's waiting to see who dares to deny it again before dropping the nuke. The streets are tense. Fans are rewatching old episodes looking for clues. Reddit has flowcharts. Twitter has memes. Facebook aunties are giving full sermons. And through it all, Jock remains calm. For now, so boom. After days of silence, petty quotes, and Loki threats, young Jock finally drops the hammer. He goes live. Not a story, not a cryptic meme, a full-blown, unfiltered Instagram live that had more viewers than a love and hip-hop reunion. And when he appears on screen, oh, he's ready. Fresh lineup. Linedbeard.com voice. He doesn't start with drama. He starts with receipts. I ain't here to rant, Jock says, sitting in front of a microphone, sipping what we hope is just tea. I'm here to clear the air with facts. And what he does next? He screen shares. Now, let's pause. Because when a grown man, especially a reality TV veteran, hits screen share on a live, that's code for I'm ending careers. First tab, a timeline. He shows his calendar, dates when he was working late, times Kendra claimed to be in court, and then he overlays it with hotel booking receipts. Same dates, same cities, same time frames. With guest D. Richardson, an alias Lil Scrappy has used before. Boom. Second tab. Cash App logs. Now, this part gets spicy. Transfers from Scrappy's account listed under promo work and legal advice, but they're all for odd amounts. $340, $725, $980. Every time Kendra allegedly traveled. Y'all ever pay your homeboys? Wife $725 for legal advice. On a Saturday at 11 p.m. Crickets. The internet is silent, but hearts are pounding. Third tab. Oh yes, screenshots. Real nasty. Screenshots. A message from Scrappy to Kendra. I hate sneaking around like this, but I can't let him find out. Not yet. Another one. I wish we could just be together in peace. And then the one that broke the internet. When this all blows up, just know I loved you for real. Goodbye. Chat exploded. Comments flying so fast the screen was shaking. And Jock, he just sipped his drink like it was chamomile and judgment. I didn't want to do this, he says. But when you insult my name, gaslight the public, and try to act like I'm crazy, nah, we ain't doing that. Gave y'all grace. Y'all gave me lies. And then he closes the tab, leans forward, and delivers the final line. Don't play in my face and expect me to smile. Mic drop. At this point, social media lost its collective mind. Hashtag, Jock said. What he said. Hashtag Scrappy exposed. Hashtag Kendra down bad. All trending. But guess who reappears right on cue? Kendra. Oh yes, sis. Finally releases a statement, and it is straight from the PR disaster handbook. Due to recent allegations and online harassment, I will be stepping away from public platforms to prioritize my mental health and professional obligations. I remain committed to truth and healing. Truth and healing. Ma'am, your husband just gave the internet a PowerPoint presentation of betrayal, and you talkin' about healing. The comments weren't having it, so you cheated and logged off. Healing from what? The mess you made. Girl, you better log back on and explain yourself. But that wasn't even the worst part, because the Atlanta Bar Association allegedly received anonymous complaints questioning Kendra's ethics. Some fake reports claim she might be facing an internal review to make sure no conflicts of interest or misuse of client resources occurred during this extracurricular relationship. Now, are these complaints legit? Probably not. But on the internet, facts are optional when the tea is this hot. Meanwhile, Scrappy is spiraling. He drops a half-hearted apology post on Instagram with a black screen that says, "Sometimes we lose ourselves. I never meant to hurt nobody. I'll do better. One love." No names, no accountability. It's just vague vibes and bad grammar. But guess who wasn't impressed? Bambi. Bambi goes live again. This time, hair laid, face beat, calm but cutting. She doesn't mention names. She doesn't have to. Some men only feel sorry when they're caught. And when the lies don't work, they play the victim. And then she ends it with a little smirk. And this karma's patient, but it never forgets. Phew. Phew. Now let's talk industry impact, because this wasn't just some relationship drama. This was nuclear-level betrayal. Whispers are swirling that producers at VH1 are furious. Word on the fake street is that this mess ruined multiple plot lines. For the next season of Love and Hip Hop ATL, apparently they were prepping a Scrappy redemption arc. Well, not anymore. Even worse. Brand deals. Kendra reportedly had a deal lined up with a women's empowerment podcast and a local nonprofit. Gone. Vaporized. Nobody wants a mentor whose messages say, "I hate sneaking around like this." Scrappy lost 2 club appearances. One promoter allegedly told him, "We can't risk the backlash. We booked a rapper, not a homewrecker." And Jock, Thrive Mode, gained 600K new followers in 48 hours. His podcast just hit the Apple Top 10. Fans are calling for him to host the next Love and Hip Hop reunion show. We trust Jock now. He tells the truth and brings the receipts. But here's where it gets truly wild. Because some fans are speculating that Jock might take legal action. Allegedly. Lawyers are now looking into marital fraud, emotional distress, and even civil conspiracy, claiming that Kendra and Scrappy deliberately deceived and humiliated Jock for months while posing as friends. Now, is that true? Who knows? But does it sound like the plot of a Lifetime movie starring Lance Gross? Absolutely. And let's not forget the fans. Twitter turned into a war zone. Jock gave us courtroom drama, street gossip, and a master class in petty. Scrappy's mixtape about heartbreak hits different when you realize he was the villain. Kendra risked her career for a man who can't even spell accountability. Tragic. Even celebs chimed in. Sukihana tweeted, "Jock better than me. I would have burned the whole show down." Uzi posted on IG, "Man, these dudes out here messing up real ones, Kendra, fine, but loyalty, ugly now." And you already know Charleston White had to triple down. Scrappy the type to lose his wife, his girl, his job, and his barber all in 1 week. Boy, sit down before Jesus comes. Snatch that Wi-Fi. So now let's ask the real question. Who won, who lost, and who's never recovering from this? Scrappy lost his best friend, lost Bambi, lost the respect of half the internet, career on life support. May need a rebrand as Lil Sorry Kendra, lost her professional rep. Might be under legal review, got roasted by every auntie on Facebook and turned into a cautionary tale for brunch tables nationwide. Bambi won without lifting a finger, posted 3 selfies, 2 shady quotes, and walked away looking like she knew it all along. Young Jock, ultimate winner, got cheated on, exposed the truth, gained clout, upgraded his brand, and ended up looking like the only grown-up in a room full of liars. And the biggest win of all, he didn't have to scream, fight, or throw drinks. Just let the receipts speak. Whose side are you on? Jock, Kendra, or Scrappy? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this mess is far from over. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss the next bombshell.